Yes, this is an exertion system that we use for experiments. What we want to do is change gameplay, digital gameplay, from a sedentary activity where you're just sitting and not expending much energy to one where you're actually physically engaged. You're doing the same activities as your character, therefore you're exercising, so you get physical workout, you get your heart rate up, you breathe deeper, and probably it does well for your mental well-being as well. We want a game where movement is part of the mechanics, part of the core gameplay, but we don't want it to be just about movement. We don't want a simulator of jogging. People can go out and jog, but we want a game where movement is part of what you need to do in the game. So many first-person shooters are like this. The character spawns, they move up to the front line and fight. The games where we saw were a farming one, where you gather resources and then bring them back. So, another one where they were playing football in cars, but football, so you have to, of course, move around the field. Movement is not the sole goal, but exertion is part of it. Games and play have a high utility across many different areas. So defence can and does use games and has been doing so for 20 years. We were fortunate enough to be there at the start when the ADF, Australian Defence Force, started using games. Normally when you're asking me, you're probably thinking about tactical considerations, like I want to learn how to use a gun, or I want to work in a section with other soldiers. And there are games which are built around that. They're only partial trainers, that's the term that Defence would use for this. You learn some aspects of that, but not all the aspects. You can't feel what carrying a 30-kilo pack on your back is like, but you might understand how to move together as a group. But games also have use above just that low level. You can go into operation or strategic space and think about how you can plan things, how you can work together as a group, where there might be a leader, someone who's responsible for signal and communication with other groups. So games are being explored all across this space by defence and industry as well. Technology is both a strength and a weakness, and of course we're having massive debates in society right now about AI, about global warming and how our very lifestyle is having impact on that. And I think we have to temper. We shouldn't be just foolish and think technology solves everything, but we are currently locked into a technological society and we need to utilise our technology wiser. That's all. It's not that technology is inherently evil, nor is it inherently good. It's neutral, it's agnostic, it has no beliefs. It's how we as humans use technology that's really going to determine the future.